This is the Big O Show. This is the Big O Show.
All right, let's do it. Let's talk a little Inter Miami with the one and only Alex Windley. You can follow her on Twitter, by the way, at AAW_1998. Catch her work at the Bleacher Report, 90 Minutes US, and of course, the Heron's Nest on Substack. Did I get it all?
Yes, you did. You did.
Okay. All right. How you doing? You doing good?
Well, yeah. Some news just broke. An outlet from Spain just reported that Inter Miami are interested in Nacho Fernandez, the Real Madrid defender. He'll be out of contract this summer, and with Nico Freire out for the season, I think that was the most natural thing that Miami can do. That's why I was before I came on, I texted you. I'm like, oh, I have a work call. It was because of that. So I was like, okay, I have to search some more about this. But yeah, Nacho Fernandez. Let's see if it goes through. But Miami do have the flexibility to bring him in though. So we'll see.
Okay, listen. Well, yeah, you said flexibility. That was what I was going to ask you because the rules of the MLS are all so wacky and it seems like they're spending so much money. How is it that they have more money to spend?
They got rid of a bunch of players before the season started. John Mata, Gregory. They bought out Quarantine Jean. They sold Nicolas Stefanelli. They put Facu Farias, who got injured before the season started, on the injured reserve. So that cleared up some space for them to get Federico Redondo. And yeah, they just cleared up a bunch of cap space. And I know it looks suspect, but like Miami are well within their rights cap-wise to be able to bring in someone like Nacho. Even reading the article, they mentioned that he could be a TAM player, or they could just buy down Leo Campana, who is a senior DP, and put Nacho in the DP spot. But either way, I think this is a smart move from Miami with Nico Freire out. Nacho will have that, that Spanish blood within him. He'll be there with Busquets, Alba. Even though he's a Real Madrid guy and it's kind of Barca Miami right now, I think Nacho is probably he's probably the perfect fit for what Miami can get right now with them at the top of the East, supporter shield race. I think that bringing him in during the summer, especially when Messi is going to be going for Copa America, maybe Diego Gomez too, Federico Redondo, bringing in just another defensive reinforcement now, it makes sense. And I'm actually pleased that the front office had the brains, I guess, to make this move if it comes to fruition.
Yeah, no, definitely. And listen, the area they need help is defense because I obviously we all love the offense and the players they have, and when Messi's playing, the magic is constantly flowing, and I get it, but it's just so hard in any sport, Alex. This is not a football thing. This is a football, a basketball, a hockey, a tennis, whatever. Outscoring people is just. It's really hard to win a championship that way, and you're going to have to play some better defense. And that's the one thing that, in building this team, it's almost like they focus so much on offense, they kind of fell back a little bit on defense, and that's been the one thing that's kind of exposed them, at times, is their defense.
Yeah, I will say to that, I was surprised to see this figure the other day. There was a chart someone posted on the MLS subreddit where they listed the Eastern Conference teams by goals conceded per match, and Miami was the sixth best team in the East regarding conceding goals, which is surprising me. It surprised me because I thought they'd be a little bit lower. But in terms of like their defense as a whole, it's when it's bad, it gets bad. But like it's unfortunate Freire went down with an injury because he was just starting to click with Toto Avilas and they had 2 back-to-back clean sheets. So, yeah, it just to lose him, it's unfortunate. But, if they get this Nacho signing done, I think Miami are in a pretty good position to make a run at the Supporter Shield and MLS Cup too.
So let me ask you something. Obviously, it's beautiful when Messi's playing.
Right.
What do they do when he is missing time? And look, the good thing is they've built up a nice reservoir of points. So once he starts missing, if you fall back a little bit, you're not going to fall completely out of playoff contention.
Right.
So that's the beauty of what you've done. Unlike last year, that by the time Messi joined you, you were out of playoff contention, and
Yeah.
you needed perfection just to get into the damn playoffs, and that was too much to ask. Now you don't have to be perfect anymore, but still,
Yeah.
you'd like to be better offensively because, man, when he's not on the pitch, there is zero offense. It's crazy.
Yeah. I mean, I would say, I think that's why they got someone like a Matias Rojas. Obviously he's not Messi, but he can play that withdrawn attacking midfielder role. He tried a little bit of that against Orlando. It didn't quite click, but I think once Miami gets fully fit again with Gomez, Redondo,
He had a golazo a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, against Montreal. Oh my gosh. I think
God.
people were more upset. I was scrolling through X or Twitter during that time, and people were more upset that Messi was not allowed back on the field. And then I think half of them missed. Rojas just absolutely smacked that into the back of the goal. It was a crazy goal.
World class.
Yeah, it was incredible. I was like,
that was
I had no words for it.
Wow. I was like, wait a minute, let me get my Morgan Lewis jersey.
Right.
Let me take off the Lewis off the number 7. Let me put Rojas. I was about to do that. I was like, wow, Rojas, man.
Right.
Damn, dude, that was awesome. So
right.
But yeah, no, it's just I'd like to see, and then I kind of find myself pointing fingers at Tata, like, yo, dude, show me some coaching, bro. Come on, dude. Don't show me this messy dependency all the time. That it's a lot easier to depend on the God. Show me something. Create something, do something, somebody. You know what? I don't know. I would like to make Campana my guy when Messi's not around, because I kind of feel like the only thing that stops him is his injuries. Actually, if his body holds up, that kid's impactful all the time.
Right. And that's the unfortunate thing with Suarez playing the way he is. He's like 11 goals through how many games, and Campana with the injuries. I think now, especially when Messi will be gone, and maybe even Matias Rojas, because he plays for the Paraguayan national team as well. So someone's going to have to step up. I think Suarez will be that person. Campana will be that person. I think Federico Redondo's back, and he has that playmaking gene in him, so I think he'll help as well. Obviously, Robert Taylor, who a couple days ago, we were speaking to him after the Football Fiesta open training, and he doubled down and said he's not going away with the Finnish national team when they have friendlies, and he's focusing on Inter Miami, so that'll be an extra help for the team as well. Obviously, I know this is kind of out of left field, but Jordi Alba, I know he's a left back, but he has scored this season. He's also a playmaker on that left-hand side, so that should help. And then obviously you have...
The only thing I worry about Jordi is he's had some injuries now.
Yeah.
And before I put a burden on him like that, I kind of want him to find his fitness back and get back to where he was, instead of kind of rushing it. That, we need you desperately for that, when there are, like you said, with Campana and Suarez there, man. Come on, dude.
Right.
These are guys that should be able to take hold of that position and carry. I'm a big Campana believer, man. The only thing for me, his only knock is that he gets knocks. That's about it.
Really. Yeah, essentially. Yeah, and even if Jordi gets injured again, there's Franco Negri, who did a really good job stepping in for him. So Miami do have options. It's going to be unfortunate. Obviously, I hope Messi goes to Copa America, balls out, and Argentina can win some things again. But Miami going to have to just push through these summer months. But like you said earlier, they have this really, I think they're 10 points clear of third place. It's just FC Cincinnati breathing down their neck. But, they do have that cushion. And, what if, if they're not as clinical, or maybe they're dropping some games, they do have that, when Messi does get back, they can go on that run again comfortably, stay at the top of the East. And, if Nacho also comes in during the summer, they'll have that defensive reinforcement. And this team is built to win a trophy or multiple. So, and they're not going to relinquish that now. So the front office is...
Look, I don't mind, like the other day when they played a gritty game without Messi, and they played to a draw. And picked up the point. I think it was a road game. I believe.
Yeah, it was away at Orlando.
Right, it was away, and to me, I found that a very respectable, performance. Now the problem is, you can't be hoping to be that while Messi's gone for stretches. You got to do a little bit more, and you got to surprise and pull out a game or two every once in a while. And that's just the one thing that I do want to see. Is it fair to criticize Tata that he doesn't get more out of the team minus Messi?
I think Tata's the type of coach where he sets up his team. He has a set of principles that he wants them to do, like, track back, defend in a 4-4-2. But in regards to maybe attack, he wants them to combine and let the players be the players and figure it out not like figure it out themselves, but like use their intelligence to be able to have a flow state and for them to seamlessly kind of play together. Some of Inter Miami's best games this year have come from when the offense was just fluid and free flowing. And I specifically remember that Orlando match where I think they beat them like 5-0, that the offense was just going crazy, and it was positionless, and like you had Gomez playing as a left winger, and it was just that's like peak Tata Martino under at Inter Miami right now. So I will say regarding Tata, I do wish he was a little bit quicker with the substitutions, but other than that, Miami are top of the East, and Tata's job is pretty secure right now. So we'll see during the summer how it all pans out, though.
Yeah, I'm not talking about job wise. I know what the job is, but I can't say I'm impressed. I just can't say I'm impressed with him, as a coach when I see others, around and even watching back in the day, watching what Ray Hudson did with the Fusion.
Yeah.
It just at times I've just seen, sometimes coaches get a little bit more out of what they have or change things up or adjust to what's going on and be able to get a little bit more. I just don't see that from him. Vancouver, give me a preview. What should we be looking for Saturday night?
Right. So maybe the return of Federico Redondo. He was in training. He's looking sharp. I wouldn't be surprised if he gets some minutes this Friday. I think they play on Friday. Tomorrow, actually. Yeah, they play tomorrow. Not a Saturday, but yeah.
Oh, no, yeah, that's right. It is a Friday.
It snuck up on me.
That's
so,
right.
Federico Redondo.
That's right.
He should be back and maybe getting some minutes. This will maybe be, I know Messi's last game will be against St. Louis, so I think Miami will look to win this game tomorrow as well. Another cushion. Vancouver are a strong side, and they play on turf, but it's a really nice turf, so Miami shouldn't be worried. But I think the biggest thing will be to look out for the defense. Sergei will probably end up starting with Nico Freire out. Let's see how that holds up. I know it's probably not the strongest center back pairing, him and Toto Avilas, but I think the midfield will help out a lot. It'll be the same front three. Maybe Campana starts, maybe it's Suarez, but I know the guys are trying to pile on as many points until we have these Copa America Euro absences. So Miami will look to push the be on the front foot and try to get 3 points there. And Vancouver's a strong side. They have Ryan Gold and they've got a really good, interesting attacking system. So it won't be easy, but Miami are going to have to push.
Yeah, no doubt about it. All right, Alex, tell them about the Heron's Nest.
Yep, the Heron's Nest is my little side project. Not really, no, but it's my Substack where I basically do player ratings, press conferences. I'm always there. It's got a cool color scheme. You can subscribe for free, or if you're feeling generous, you could just subscribe for. It's only like $5 a month. So, and I would think my content's pretty good. But yeah, you can find me at the Heron's Nest on Substack. Excellent. Yeah, thank you.
Come on, man, you're good. You're good.
Some journalists get too big of a head, so I'm trying not to be that. But I also do some work for Bleacher Report. I had an article out like a few weeks ago where I got to speak with Christian Pulisic and Weston McKennie, and they're super chill guys. And they spoke about Italy and Serie A, and hopefully I can get some more Serie A coverage as the months go on. And you can find me on X at AAW_1998, and all my work is there.
I was going to ask, the question just disappeared.
Do
you have it there still?
I have it, yeah.
All right, go ahead.
Rosa, Samuel in the chat asked, can you ask Alex why they haven't been more aggressively towards the other team when the other team wins the soccer ball, changes position?
Good question. I think it's mainly because when when you defend in soccer, some teams like to sit back and absorb pressure. Others like to high press. Miami with kind of like Miami have an aging squad. Busquets, Suarez, Messi. So they have the tendency if the majority of the players are not in the opponent's if Inter Miami players are not in their final third trying to win the ball back quickly, and if they're more so in the middle third of the opponent's final third, they'll drop back and just absorb pressure instead of trying to, gegenpress and try to win it back quickly. So there are some games where they do high press, especially at home, or they have more of an advantage.
When some of the older guys rest on the second half.
Yeah.
It's just, in other words, tell them, Alex, there's just too much Geritol on the pitch.
I think it's just them preserving energy. You don't want Messi running around and like messing up his hamstring again. I know Spores is going to try to run, but he's not too quick anymore. But he does put in that hustle. So, and Busquets does.
Busquets is not winning any kind of speed awards either.
No, but he does hustle though. He runs a lot.
Definitely. Although he's the best lawyer.
Yes,
MLS players could ever buy, because anytime there's an issue on the pitch, the guy defending the case is Busquets, bro. He is right. He should be a diplomat when he's done playing.
Yeah,
I think he should work at the UN.
Barca president.
Yeah, Barca president. Yeah, something, because some tells me Busquets would work well in politics. That's
right.
That's for sure, man. He's amazing. All right. Yeah. Follow her on Twitter at AAW_1998 and catch her work there at the Bleacher Report. Alex, as always, thank you. Appreciate you.
Thanks for having me on. Sorry I was late.
Oh, please. No problem. Our pleasure. Thank you for It's digital. We're flexible. Yeah, that's the beauty. Plus, it's fun. We don't answer to anybody. That's the beauty also. So thank you very much. Enjoy the football.
This is the Big O Show. This is the Big O Show.